Hello, friends. Welcome back. Hey, I just wanted to make a little bit of a notation on some of the things from yesterday when we were doing our crystal MAM. So, yeah, one of the things that the crystal MAM is going to ask for occasionally is uncolored ink. And I had actually already had some uncolored ink over here waiting in this bay. Uncolored ink you make by making white and mixing it with white. So I have basically a mixer with white and white together, and then that makes black. And then if you mix white with black, then that comes up with this uncolored gray. So basically, I just attached this line. I put it in my the fifth wagon loader of this wagon on a separate train actually, and then I just created a single platform. So I just came up to my second level. I think I just copied like this whole section. Pasted it on there, got rid of that, got rid of this extra little bit of this, and then flipped it and put it in there. And maybe I think I had to re-drag this wiring. But yeah, you can see that this is actually requesting this gray colored, uncolored, and it's sending it along. And then this is my uncolored from the train, and it's just sending it along. And then I also realized that no matter if I had two of these pumps connected down to my crystallizer, it still wasn't giving enough paint. So I basically copied the first the MAMs, the depots, and the distribution center, and these rails, and I copied and pasted a second version, and then I took the top layer, brought it down, brought the bottom layer, merged them together, and put it in the second output. And I did that for all four of the quadrants, for all four of the layers. And now this this crystallizer, oops, I don't have a shape there that's crystallizing anymore. It runs at 100%. The other thing is, as I had come up with, I had to get rid of my garbage cans because I couldn't figure out how to, well, I'm sure I could have figured it out, and I actually did figure it out, but I didn't want to spend time to figure out how to make a part of my brain that would come up with this shape. But I actually did. And oh, it's right here. This. So basically, what I did was I took the same kind of a deal. I brought my signal down from my operator, I brought it in, I separated the layers, I separated them out by the four quadrants, and then what it did was it asked two questions. And the first question is this a quadrant a crystal? And if it is a crystal, then it's going to take this pin shape and pass it through this transistor gate. This would be true, so this would be active, and it would turn this into a pin right here. And if it's not true, then it actually takes the shape that it had coming from the signal, and it passes it through because it's saying it's not a crystal, so this is true. So it passes this signal through, and then I took the uncolored paint from this, what do they call this one? The shape analyzer. It gives the color on the side. So I took that and I brought it in and used the painter to paint the shape. And so then I get that, I had done this whole fancy thing to swap it back together, but what I realize now is that I don't need to swap it all. All I need to do is I can use a stacker. So all I need to do is make sure that each of these is back into its original orientation. So this one's fine. This one needs to rotate right 1. This one needs to rotate right 2 times, and we'll rotate counterclockwise this one. And then we need a stacker. No, that's not a simulated stacker. Simulated stacker. And it doesn't really matter which they're not putting on top of each other, they're just going to the sides. So it doesn't really matter which one is considered to be on top per se. So top right, bottom right, this gives me my eastern half. Bottom left, top left gives me my western half. Bring them together and I get a full shape. And then that's good. Then I just need to assign it to a transistor number. So you can see circle, crystal, crystal, square, circle, pin, pin, square, because this is going through before it gets to my crystallizer. And then I had the same problem. It was doing that, and then I turned it on its other side, and it worked for some reason. As far as I knew, these didn't matter which one was the input and which one was the output. Yeah, it's giving me null there. Was it giving me the signal before? Because it's backed up. Okay, so this shape is actually sitting in there ready to be received, but I'm waiting for my other machines. Yeah, so they're coming through. They're getting their crystallization part. And you can see this is actually full belts, full speed ahead with 2 different deals. And I let it run for a while just to make sure. Yeah, it's gone up to level 21. So it works, and I hope that clarified any doubts or misconceptions or whatever. So anyway, I would like to now do manufacturing hard mode. new game, and we'll do manufacturer and hard, and we'll name it. And I guess this doesn't have. Oh, I could enable the spiral. Make it thicker. I'm going to increase my patch likelihood though too. It doesn't really matter, you know, like the fact that there's not as many patches. If I have to go further, it's not more difficult. It just is actually a test of your patience. And it's not that I don't have patience, but I mean, I don't know. I'd rather just get it done. And actually, I'm not going to build any spaghetti factories here. We are going to make some very, very clean factories. So let's see what we got here. Doesn't even show me what my output is. If I remember this correctly, though, oh, I do get full shapes off of these. So let's make let's find out what our actual trade station is looking for here. Oh, it's looking for quarters of these. Okay. So I actually have a quarter machine. Since I don't have the cutter yet, we will just use this. And we will make quarters of each of these. And then this is windmills, kind of the same deal. I think I'm going to bring these all up over here. And then, what is it? Windmills. Here's some windmills. So if you didn't see my previous video, I have this special end on here, which basically it takes the four shape miners, brings them together, and then it puts them onto 3 layers distributed evenly. And interestingly, one second, guys, I'll be right back. Interesting. I didn't think I would have access to the 3rd level yet. But it basically takes a standard asteroid miner, instead of putting it on 1 level and then trying to bring out a 2nd level and a 3rd level, it basically would do all 3 levels, but it's only at 3rd capacity. So 3 of these equal 1 belt of a normal So if I'm still going to fill up one space belt, I still would need to put 12 of these. But the thing is I wouldn't have to specify which shape there. That's 11. Just one more. Just select right there. Alright, and then I'm going to bring all this together. So this should give me one full space belt. Oh, you know what? Before I'll do it again. I guess this way. I could use my cording machine, but basically, yeah, I'll use my cording machine because it's still gonna make it a little bit easier to manage than if I did a rotate, half destroy, rotate, or anti-rotate. So I've got to use this polishing station to bring these in. We will put these here. Just doing every other one. And then we'll run these up. So I will be using trains as quickly as I can, and I'll be getting my dedicated train colors and the cutter as like the highest priorities of where I'm going to spend my research credits. So these want these to be on the right side. I need to space these out one more. So it takes 60 a minute. And then I'll bring these guys over. There might be a tiny bit of spaghetti here at the beginning. Actually, probably not, because this is only going to be filling up one machine's worth. Is there some more I can get here? Let's get some more wedgies. So that's 8, 10, 12. And we can put our quarter right on these. Let's bring them together. Yes, that's a little bit of spaghetti, but I can't help it without having trains, really. Okay. So, Ruby Station and painting. So it did allow me to have my first trades, it looked like. So takes to process this to get these uncolored uncolored waste, I guess. Is that what's coming out of these? Yes. Okay. Just checking to see its speed. So this doesn't tell me its speed. It looks like it's given full belts. Let's clear this out and see if they are actually full belts. Yeah, I mean full belts, and that's cool. It doesn't. I already have my third level right from the beginning. So I don't even have to worry about unlocking that. So that's coming in basically full space belts. These are full space belts. And then so these will be coming out probably not full space belts, I'm guessing. Let's see, I need to order these anyway. Let me buy my cutter. Wait, I already have the cutter? Well, heck yeah, let's go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bring these together, stack them, and then I can use this quartering machine that I have. And then, so let's see, I have a full, and then it looks like I need to bring that in from my other blueprint selection here. Let's see. So let's see, I'll get my cutter, my hourglass, my swapper. This. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this MAM folder. Oops. Delete. Yeah. Okay, so I'm using this hourglass. It basically takes a whole shape and it uses cutters to cut it in half basically, and then it does it again, and then it puts it back together as an alternating So I need that, and then I need some more windmills. So let's do this. Except for I need to get rid of. Oops. Oops. You should control. Get rid of those. Put those there. And then I'm going to actually scooch these out here. I guess maybe what I should be doing is putting this back like it was and fixing my top one here the way I want it. So let's do this. We will make some hourglasses. 2, 3, oops. 4. And I don't like to run things in series. I'd rather actually have it go from a full belt to half and half, and then quarter and a quarter, and then this way it gives me better distribution as far as I'm not sure that I think this might actually be 2 belts worth here. And I'll have 2 belts here. I think these might only be running at 1 belt's capacity though. But let's make some stations for this. I'm not sure exactly how it's got this organized. Let's take a look. So I need 2 of these and then a red football. So let's bring these up here and we'll do some stacking. I'm trying to give myself a bunch of space so that when I start using trains and depots that I won't have so much of an issue here with I need to rotate though. 90-degree rotation. Okay, there we go. And then, wait, does that mean that I already have trains? Oh no, I don't have trains already. I was gonna say, they're crazy giving me trains this early. I did unlock my painter, but I did not unlock my mixer yet. So I need to use just red paint, which, hey, look at this, red paint. I'm going to actually grab these shapes real quick. So I have a shape miner. And there's 12. And here's 12. Bring these together. I guess I'll do this operation here. Hourglasses. 4. And then I need to rotate a couple of them. So let's do, copy that, paste it down here, and then I'm going to rotate some. And then I'm going to stack them together. And then I'm going to paint them. Ish. Can I not get fluids from space mode here? How do I get the space with my... Okay. Sheesh. Okay. Easy. So I need a bunch of painters. This looks terrible right now because I don't have trains, but I will go back and fix them. I might not go back and fix things, to be honest, actually. Let's put this up just a little bit higher. Oh, because I have a platform capacity. Wow. Let's upgrade our platforms. It's like red. I'm seeing red. Okay, so got that. Yeah, I will definitely be redoing this now that I realize that I am going to have some platform capacity issues. Let me bring this down one more spot here. By control. Okay. So there's two. And there's the other two. Since I've got a little bit of issues with my capacity, I might as well be a little bit cognizant of that and try to save a little bit. Alright. So there's those, and then those are going to come into these machines. Bit of overkill, I think, on this. I can bring 4 of these together, though. I'm definitely not at 100% here. And I am at 100% here, but this machine only gives me 50% return. And this is the other 50. Bring them together. I should get 100% here, but it doesn't look like I am. Looks like it here. But it doesn't look like it over there. Yeah, it looks like I'm around about 75%, which is weird. But I'll have trains here soon, and that will help. Because then I can actually bring in ton of wedges. All these wedges right here. Oops. 10. Okay, there's 12. And I got my unlock, which is good. So let's start putting things on trains. This will make me feel a little bit better. This is my quarter. I think I'm going to put those for 3. Oh, this is 4. Yeesh. And then let's put some train depots here. Loaders. 4 of those. Need to stop. We need to back this up 1 square here. Then we need some more depots over here. What is this machine actually just wants? Quarters? Huh. Let me pull in one more blueprint that I'm missing here. Quarter. Come on now. Dun, 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 dun. lack of amazing content. Huh. That's a very handy blueprint, so maybe I'll just make it again. No, I won't. I don't have the size of these anyway. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about it for quite the moment. I will just, I'm just going to load some trains. Okay, well, I'm struggling this morning. To get things kind of put together. Yeah, I'm doing terrible. So we'll have a train come scoop all this stuff up. And then it can bring it here. Did I put that on the first level? What's going on here with this? Oh, it actually wants it to be on the first level. Weird. What? Oh, I just have a... Yeah. Am I struggling today or what? Okay. There's that. Okay, we will sort of do the same thing here. I'm going to put this on level 1. And run then I just need to get some trains. And some more trains. Actually have this train do the work of both. Go into there like that. And then have another set of train depots over here. We're going to do the painters over here. So we have these painters. Let's do. Gosh, this is ugly. This is ugly. Yeah. Two, 4, 6. And then get some train depots. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, that's one set. And this is actually the exact same thing over there. Except for I need to have some rotations. stackers. Oh, okay, I need a bunch of my depot blueprints. I'm just going to copy this whole folder. Might have more than I want, but I can delete them if I need. Excuse me. Okay. We'll refresh our blueprint library, and I need a stacker times 4. Put 2 of those in. We'll have these on the bottom. And then I'm going to put my rotates right here. And up here. And then these painters I'm going to have coming closer to the paint. So let's see, I just need some depots down here, some unloaders. If I can push the right buttons, that'd be helpful. Let's do like that, and put a train stop. And we'll copy this actually. Merging. Wait. This is supposed to be the football. What happened to the circles? Oops. Not you. to set up. I just didn't bring it into the right spot. Okay. Let's actually not go. We'll go from this direction from the top. Okay, so I have to get rid of all this and everything at the top. And mergers. Clear those all out. Okay, so then those are going to come and get painted down here. And then these are going to get loaded onto another depot. Oops, let's put it up a little higher. This might not work, but let's try it. Oh, wow, look at that. Even a blind chipmunk finds an occasional acorn. Okay, so those will be painted red footballs. Did I clear out the wrong thing? Yes, I did. Yeesh. Okay, let's just get rid of all that. I am bringing in squares though, right? Squares, what's that? Wow. Papalote, I'm really struggling tonight. Okay, so then these windmills actually need to come over to there to stack with these. Yeah. And now that I have my trains, I think that I can make more of these. Oops. Okay, so let us make some more loaders. Put them here. Like that. And then, let's see, what's that there? Oh, like that. We will copy and paste this to there. Let's put some stops on. Oops. Add the train across there. And these are going to some mergers, stackers. I think 2 is fine for now. Down on the second level, I need to add some rotates to this. Track, make sure it's combined. This I'm going to put here. Yeah. And we'll have let's see. Let's do 4 of them, I think. And we'll have some unloader depots. That should be good. And then I need another level. Okay, so I got 2 levels. And I actually need to, let's put my top level. We're going to do a second set of this. So we'll do that, and then we'll move this over a little bit. Since this is going to need basically 4. Not what I was looking for. Let's get these cut and go down to the bottom level. Now that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so down, and down. I'm going to copy paste this. This tells me I need to put my depots a little bit over there. It's fine. And then this one, on the lower level, is going to be like this. Okay. And let's see, these should be my painted footballs. Paint's there. No, footballs are not there. I need some trains. Oops. Okay, I got footballs. Those painted, and then this painting is going to come in on the bottom level. And then my stacked, what's going on here? Those are getting delivered. And these are getting delivered, I hope. Let me just follow that train and make sure. I think I lost it onto the wrong track. And then I need a train here. I'm going to turn this around. And go up and drop those in there. Okay, so that should get me some of the shapes that this machine is going to need. And I'm saying yes, it's trying to give me some red X's. I can see them pre-programming. Very nice. So we're going to how does this work for the trade? There's a research station. And so I can put these into a research station, and it will basically give me free operator level research credits. And so those come from here. So let's make some more. Oops, what's going on here? Okay, I'm probably going to need some more windmills, which it looks like I got a bunch right here. So let's copy that. And that. So then, let me go back here. Operators, this research station. I need to have alternating and then alternating circles. I think I'll get my circles from down here. Instead of doing a cut like that, I can do an hourglass, which will give me a better return on my investment. Okay, so those should give me the circle, and let's see the orientation on those is reverse. So let me throw in a 90 rotation before I start stacking these up too high. And then we get a train. Just a dedicated little research station deal here. And this is all potentially subject to change, so whatever. Let's do some wagon unloaders. I think I'll have these go this way. Unloaders? Oh, no, they're not unloaders. Maybe they are unloaders, I'm just pointing them in the wrong direction. What I was doing. Okay. Yeesh. So those can come in there. These can go there. And then we will make some research stations. And, oh, I need to merge these first, so there's that, and then I can just put my research stations right on the ends. Very nice. Let's see, make sure we got coming out what we expect to have coming out. I'm thinking that this bottom level is struggling to get enough saturation on these, but it should be able to fill up. Oops. I can get a little bit more. This and this. I guess I do need that much room. So that'll give me a little bit extra shapes to fill up. Eventually it'll happen though. And the other side will fill up way easy. There's going to be plenty of shapes for that other part of it. And can't really maximize this anymore at the moment, but I could do this. And then do this research station. Except for I don't really want any more uncolored footballs. I don't think. I'm fine in that regard. Yeah, it's mostly, what am I lacking here? Those are filled up. And these are filled up. So these should be operating at full speed, which is 60 per minute. Converting some turds into some polished turds. off of this, is what I thought. So technically I could converge these two into one line and those into one line and then just have one stacker. So this is all just not as efficient as I would like it to be. That's alright. There is another operator research. This one, yeah, scale up waste reduction infinitely. And this one I think I do want to buy. And then that will allow me to get more of these guys. I do really want to find out my my shape, but it's on a 2x2, so actually I need to unlock those. I need to get some credits and unlock this, so 3200. I also really want to unlock a lot of this string stuff. Primary colors, secondary colors, white. So that's kind of why I want this to be cranking. I'm getting some flow into this stuff now. Finally starting to get some outputs. Yeah, so I'll start to see some research credits coming in fairly shortly. My trains, oh, these only carry one apiece, so I'm going to actually bump up my delivery rate this way. Oh, this also needs let me do copies of this. Actually, I'll do one here. Oh, sorry, train. Alright, so now I'm going to start to see some operator levels coming in, which will give me some research credits, which is very nice. Yeah. Definitely having more trains is good. I think I'll unlock this next. Actually, get double my bang for the buck, because actually all of these are needing a little bit of help here. You get a train, and you get a train. Yes, overkill is my middle name. It's not actually. My middle name is G. Just the letter G. Such an amazing letter. Everybody should have a G in their life. Oh man, I'm silly. Okay, so I'm about to get my next one. It will upgrade my train. This will get things flowing nicer. And then I'll start putting together my next stations here. Some of these are not outputting. I guess third. Okay, it's this line. Oh. Okay. So that's my stacker blueprint. Let us fix that on the blueprint. Oops, it's the depot. It's right there. Actually, I also want to add one more train there. And one more there. Yeah. And then, yeah, they're going the right direction. That's fine. Okay. So, let's save this. I'm facing north, right? Yes. Okay. Save this. I'm going to replace it. It is this one, stacker times 4. Nice. Okay. Don't want to have that happening in the future. Yeah, so you can see my credits are really flowing in now. So I unlocked the next station, which is this blue one. Let's bring it up to this next section up here. And we'll have a train line. Right on there. And there. I don't have my third level yet. So how am I going to do this to make it pretty? Calculating. I'll have a loader. Like that. And then down here, I'm going to have these will be different trains bringing these products. So, something like that. One line will come in with the first one, the second will come in with that. These will get merged together into there. These will get merged together into there. And then I'll have a train with just two shapes, picking up that and that, and then I'll have unloaders like that and that, and then down here on the lower level I'll have a wagon unloader. Maybe I also want to do the same thing with this other shape. Stop. So I can bring in trains of 4 and they'll convert to trains of 1. Yeah. Okay, so, ooh, look at this one. First one is this shape and spikies, and they're uncolored and they're alternating is an hourglass, which will make this very nice for me. So do this. There's 12. Another 12. Another 12. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there's that. That, that, and that. So we will make some train depots. These are loaders. I'm going to actually make a blueprint of this. Okay, that gives me 4 trains, 4 full train lines. I do need to still put my hourglass operation onto them though. So I'm going to do a stacking. Stacker depot. And, oh no, I'm out of platforms again? Oh no! What will I do? Guess I'll buy more platforms. So I can do that, and one loader with a stop. Train, and that. It's gonna be an overworked train. I don't think I have enough. It's not going to be able to keep up let's just do 2 stackers. And bring this back a little bit. And do our hourglass shape to it. That. And 2 spots for this. Okay. So we will copy that beautiful piece of art to there. Bring it there. And oops. Off by just 1, which is actually this guy's fault over here anyway. Cut all that out. Okay. There we go. So that's our hourglasses. We need to do those on the 2nd level also. What have I got going on here? Okay, the 2nd level does not go into those same outputs. Okay, so let's see, this can go in here, let's go there, there, there. Okay, so this is all to be spikies and the polished turd. Right. Oh, so it's not using the blue and the red. It's using Okay, so I need to borrow some of these off of this train. And this bed is on the bottom level. Bring those to there for now. Put you there. And oh, that's all the wrong way. Have you go in there. And then let's see. So I could use some more spikies to go for this one. So let's make another copy of this whole thing. Put you there. You can come in on this bottom level. And this top level can just come across and keep delivering. And then technically this is right, except for I'm going to actually throw in the 90-degree. After it's completed. Even though realistically, let's see, did I not put, oh, these had a, wait, something had a 90 degrees already added to it, right? So these X's, oh, that needs a train. Huh. No, in fact, I don't have anything giving a difference of 90 degrees on any of these. But instead of doing that there, I'm going to do it on this one. Okay, that should work. I'll have to keep my eye open to make sure though. Let's get a train. It's not going to work like that. After you come like that and start picking up some shapes, I'm going to make a couple copies of you. Because you're going to be working hard. Especially at the beginning. And then let's see. So that's going to be on station right here. This one's going to go there, and this is going to go there. Okay. I'm going to turn this and come back to the left. And I think I'm going to do that with this one too. And get a copy of trains. And this one is the red. The red ones. Which go in there. Blue football. You know what? Maybe I will convert these to footballs. And then I can just paint these blue. Oh, I said I was going to start making some train depot stuff here. Okay, so this is going to be we'll call this one load in. And it's going to be train. And actually I need to make a folder here for our trains. And this can go into this trains folder. And we'll rename it actually to number 5, trains. Okay, so we got load in. We've got load out. I'm terrible at finding these different icons. So many to choose from. We'll use that same thing. One load out. Okay. We are going to make a this is Oh no, I think I'm crashed. I think I've crashed or stalled. This menu seems to have a little bit of an issue. This one I get stuck on sometimes, and then also for the wiring when I'm doing the signal producer, renaming it, especially renaming a signal producer to a different value. Man, I hate this. I hope I had a save fairly close, but I did switch my save games to an hour because it takes, well, it can take a while to get my save games going. Find out how much work I lost. Oh no! By trying to save myself from work, I cost myself even more work. Oh my goodness, 47 minutes? You gotta be kidding me. That is so painful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess we just make the best of it. Fortunately, I know what I'm doing a little bit, so it won't be quite as painful as I make it out to be, I guess. Leapos. And one more over here. Okay, so let's see, what do I even have going on? Got my red train stations. Got 4 of those. I don't have my donation. Centers. So I think that I unlocked both of those. And then, let's see, what's polishing? That came in here. Yes. So I made copies of this. And then Oh no, half circles or circles on a. I get to come from down here. Circles on an hourglass. Oops, wrong. And minor. Okay, there's two of those. Let us do hourglass. Do 4 of those. And 4 of those. I think I need to make those a little more higher. And done. Okay. Because I think that these end up at 100%. That's 200. That's, yeah, this is a whole space belt. And so let's try our new load in. We'll go up though. Did it actually save my, no, it didn't save my train blueprint. Dare I try to save it again? This is going to be 0. Train shape. Oh my goodness, it did do it again. I think it's because it doesn't like the 0. Wow. Okay. You know what they say is third time's a charm. Third time stupid figuring it out. Unfortunate. I'm gonna get really good at figuring this thing out though. It's like I'll be ready to speed run. I really won't. There was not an achievement for speed running on Shapes 2, whereas there was one on Shapes 1, I believe. I didn't actually get all the achievements for Shapes 1. I was playing it, and then my buddy told me that he was playing Shapes 2, and so I stopped playing Shapes 1 and started playing Shapes 2. yeah, so I didn't even finish all that much into the shapes one. Okay, try this again. Efficiency won't be there. It will deliver on 4 carts instead of just 2. Okay, so I got that going. This is going. This has. Do I have those going? That's what this is right here. I just need a train to. Do the delivery part of it. And then tell it where it's going. It must be going on top here. Let's see what is actually going on. So putting out these. Does this also have this one that's got my, did I still not fix the, what was it, the stacker? Do I even have any of these stackers? Oh yeah, there it is. Stackers. Stackers. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's go back here and Let's set up our research stations. Our unloaders. Like that. And then what am I unloading? Oh, so I was doing the circles. And the hourglass function to them. Okay, and then collecting these. And putting them on a train. And let's see, what was the other part of this? Was those. So I need the stacker. And I think that I was going to try to do 2 of them. Hey, at least it looks like it saved my trains. And the blueprint, even though it crashed on me. And then those will go, I'm going to reverse this. And send that the other way. Okay. And if I ever want, I can make a second set of those in case it ever fills up. Because basically what I'm planning on doing is having this spread out more and having the lines run into it, and I can just keep adding more and more. So if like I need more red footballs, I can just bring red footballs into this line, and it'll run them in. So I can eventually have 20 or 30 of these running together, as long as I keep adding the parts that are going to be the components to it to make it. And so that'll just be part of the stacking it up, like up leveling things as I go along. But for right now, I'm just trying to get some research points and get things cracking. I actually want to get I'm going to pay for that one first before doing the other thing. I think that's a pretty important little guy to have early, so that these shapes start cooking and delivering them quickly. Yes, I see all these are getting delivered pretty good. Okay, and then these can all get brought together into one train loader. Okay, so I never actually made this next one. I made some of the shapes, but I didn't make all of the shapes. So let's get this set up here, and we're going to put it a bit out of the way. 2, 3, 4. And then we had our loadouts here. 1, we have a second one, and then we have one on this next level. I think it was actually reversed. That's fine. Doesn't truly make. Actually, yes, let's do that. Oh, so then what I actually did was have these come together into just a two train load in, and these 4 came to one, and these 4 came to the other, and then I had added 2, and they just went like that. This does something like that. This does something like this. And then this guy. I think did the same thing as this. Just came to a one train. Put a stopper there. And then like this, this, and this. And we can just run straight in. And this guy just comes like that. So we got a train with one wagon and we have a train with two wagons. Okay, so then we just need to deposit the correct items into these machines, which I'm starting to make some of these. So I needed windmill spikies, and I have a ton of them already here, so I can just mine them. There's 12. Oh, I came across my limit again. I need another 100. Hopefully my my trains will start getting me some of these. I see some starting to come in. Starting to see some of them. What's going on here? That goes in there. Okay, so this fourth one. For some reason. That's on the windmills. Oh. Okay, let's fix that. So these need to be quarter windmills. And these are not quartered yet. Oh yeah, they are. Okay. Okay, so that should help get that last bit going there. did I not? Oh my goodness. Wait a minute here. Oh man, I might have totally hosed myself. Oh, okay, I see an issue. I didn't rotate. So let's do my rotation up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear that. Clear these. There's nothing in them anyway, but clear this and this. Okay, well, dang it. It's rotated not the correct orientation, but I'm pretty sure that this machine doesn't care about that. They'll fix it though. Papalote. Should actually fix it down here. Which is what I did the last time, actually. Shapes in. Yes, I need the money. I'm not ashamed to admit it. There's no shame in being poor. There really isn't. In fact, you might have heard the saying that the love of money is the root of all evil. And that is true. Okay. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait just a little bit and see about these deals here. So did I set up my windmill production, and I need to put hourglasses on them. trains. Heck. So this is where I came across my platform capacity issue. So let's upgrade that again. And put some trains here. And then, so these are hourglass, and these are not yet hourglassed. So we'll do a stacker depot. I think I'm going to do 2. And this one can go straight in. This top level, I need to do the hourglass deal. This. Four. And 4. Now these are full lines, I believe. Let's see what we got here, because I'm pretty sure that this will give me twice the output that I need, and I could do 4 stackers. Yeah. I just need to spread things out a little bit on the bottom here. this shape better than the other one for the copy paste. So I'm going to copy paste this and put it like that. And I'll bring these four together and lift them. So I'm actually going to need another set of these. That should give me the extras that I need for doing that. And so then these, I probably need to do a twist on these somewhere, right? So these reds are technically supposed to be twisted, but they're not. So when I bring them in, I'm going to throw in a twist on that, I think. So the reds with that is this second station. The first station is here. And we will end up doing a rotate 90 right there. Bring our train in right there. Speaking of trains, oops, get one of those going. Oh, he's got some money coming in again. I'm going to save my game. I'm also going to change my autosave to half hour. Alright. Feels like I'm not being very trusting of the game and its crashes. You may be right. Maybe onto something there. Ooh, dang, they're just loving me. Okay. So that should cover the reds. And then I need the footballs, which I was going to do blue footballs, and I was going to get them from buying that, I believe. So I basically can just drop those there and have a train loader. Collect those. exclude minors. There's 12. There's another 12. I'll stop there. Ah. Let's do upgrade our platform capacity again, and we're going to put this down just as a marker sort of deal. Actually use my other blueprint for painters. And can I save some space? Bring these closer. Oops. And then, oops. Dang it. Still struggling with my fingers today. Put that there. Okay, and then I just need to bring these footballs down here. And those will paint those. And then those are going to be on the bottom of blue wedges hourglassed with the red. That's not, oops, that's not right. I got forgot to get my rotation again. You'd think I would learn this. You'd think. Okay, let's do this over here too. Okay. So I think I'm probably using too many of my red squares on that specific shape, and I probably need to save some for this blue wedge instead. So all I really need to do is cut off that guy from delivering there and bring in blue wedges. Well, look at this, wedges right here. And we are going to need some hourglasses. There. Some fluid miners. That many. Oops. Up and into there. And then train. Sure I've got, yeah, so those will be blue edges. It is eating enough of those where I'm not getting any over to there. Let me see about my production here. Oh, this is only 60. So these are only half load. So this is, let me see if I can double down on this. Instead of doing this, I think what I might do is actually have its own dedicated train like that. So that way it doesn't just keep always filling this and not filling this, because I need these in equal proportions basically. Oh, and then this actually needs to get cut. Oops. I'm going to have you come on this side of the tracks. You're going to go to there. And I don't know where you're going yet. The blue one, which one is the blue one? Oh, I need to do some stacking first on top of my blue footballs. The blue footballs are down here. I am not doing that right. Okay. And then trains. Just in case I need some more blue. Those are gonna get stacked. Up here. So let's see, we need stackers. We'll do 2 of them. Blue footballs are on the bottom. And then these will be on the top. I'm gonna add some game sound is off. It's too quiet. Okay. And then those are gonna get, I'm gonna switch this to be rotating the other direction. Borrow a train. pretty sure that that's where I want that. Let's see. Yes. Okay, now I just need to check my orientations. So I got the blue football in the correct orientation. Now if this is the same as that, then these red wedges are also going to be in the correct orientation. And I'm assuming that this what did I have? Blue wedges? Oh no, it's a blue football. Oh, these are my blue wedges. So those are currently not in the correct orientation on the bottom. And the bottom is getting rotated. Okay. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, I had some spiky still in here. Okay, now I just need to get actually to have some of these shapes starting getting delivered over here. Not the footballs that's the issue, it's these other shapes. Maybe I'll do what I did over there. Have this train dedicated to there. And then we just need to make sure that we're getting enough of these to there. Definitely don't need that. Let's do this. Do this. Oh, this needs to be further away. That way, I will actually be able to get some shapes into that one. I'm seeing that this is actually able to support more of these. So maybe what I'll do is actually see if I can do this in a clever way. I'll pause real quick. So now, though, what I want to do is have you guys go there, and you guys go there. I feel like that's a little loud on the music. Let's back it off a little bit. Okay. So hopefully this will keep up and even help out in that cause. Add one more. Oops. It's not the cleanest. We'll get our production of that doubled. Well, almost doubled. I'm not going to touch this one, it's too small. In fact, let's take these trains, get rid of them there, and we'll put them here. And then I'm going to add one more train here. Yeah, I'm just having a hard time getting all of the shapes out of this third loader, and I'm going to need all of them that I can to fill up these depots now that I have 6 of them. This one, oops, not there like that. bunch of shapes in there. But I messed this one up. Let's see, how's this working? Oh. That goes like that. This isn't really bad. Just like that. And like that. Oh, and then this is the area I saw the problem with in the beginning, was that I had cut off that right input. Okay. So that should get things improved a little bit. I have the same issue over here. Oh man. Unfortunate. I'll have to destroy those shapes. Okay, that still goes straight in. Yeah, all of these are not even they're not even right. In fact, I'm gonna have to move this whole depot. Oh, I can do this. Sheesh, my copy pasta skills were lacking. Missed it by that much. Make sure they're all inputting now. Okay, good. Inputting, right, nice, okay. Okay, so I got half here and half there. This doesn't look right for some reason. Oh, maybe it is. football's being delivered. I just need more of these shapes. Is that a train issue? Not really. Probably because I messed up so many times earlier. But this is not working at full capacity. Ugh. Sheesh. A bit of a rough start to this MAM deal. But the good thing is I have a shape that's bringing me in some money. So 4,300 credits is no small amount. So I'm not going to be using any wiring. I'm not going to do any MAM stuff on this run. If you are interested in learning about making a MAM, I made a video yesternight with a small addendum at the beginning of this video, and if you watch that content, you should be able to make a MAM that can be either a regular or crystal MAM and make all the operator shapes for your game. Now this is not going to obviously include the hexagon mode, but you can do that. In my hex run, I did actually make a MAM that ran all the shapes. You just basically need to expand. Instead of doing 4 quadrants, you need to do 6 sextants. And I actually think that I made videos of that run, so you should be able to see an example of that if you're interested in the hexagon run kind of deal. So I am planning on utilizing these stations, and I probably should start to scale this up. So basically my thoughts are upgrading. I'm going to need to keep upgrading my platform capacity at least until my operator level starts to give me more platforms than just 62 per level. I think it might not be at level 25. It might be at a higher level on the hard mode, but typically at level 25 you start getting like a 5 or 10x increase in this reward. So it's probably 5x, so I'll probably get 5,000 research credits and 310 platform capacity per level. So that'll be good. The only thing I want to finish off real quick is getting this third shape made, and it is waste. Oh, I was just about to do this when the game crashed the first time. So I was going to take any extra waste, which I might not have any right now. I might be struggling to get some of that. I might have to siphon off some a little bit. Just for that purpose. So yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna So I need, oh yeah, no, that's fine. So then I need to take, these are whole shapes? No, these are quarter shapes. Oh, one of the ways I can increase my capacity is by doing that one deal. That's probably worth it. To buy these blocky platforms. That's going to give me basically quadruple output on all of those. So I'm going to do that. I need to find where that actual blueprint is. I know where I can find it and copy it. But I'll pretend that I'm going to have some here. For now, I will merge them together. So I need a rotate 180 and a stacker. And so those should give me those. And then I need some spikes, some stars. Oops. And then I'll bring these together onto the train. Oops. That's good. Oh, I can't do that. Come on now, game. Cooperate with me just a little bit, please. Okay, so give me a train. And these I'm gonna go further. I think I'm gonna need some space when I do this other deal. Let's bring this around though. And let's actually just have this as a double. Unload some shapes. rotate. Wait, I still didn't get any to go. Oh. I need to have color trains before I do that. Okay, so those will stack right. So then we're going to do another set of stackers here. Okay, perfect. And then I need to take those up to there. So I'm going to put these onto one single train depot. Oops, is this going the wrong way? Apparently so. I don't like it. Is that the spaghetti? Oh yeah, so this goes right into there. Okay. Alright, friends, I think I'm going to call it here. And I will pick it up. I'm going to let this run, get some more money, make sure things will work out. And then tomorrow or the next time I stream, it might be later tonight. It's starting to get warm in here and I haven't eaten and complaining and complaining. But yeah, I'm just not able to focus too clearly. But I want some money so that I can buy my color trains. I want to get oh, I bought the platforms, but I want to find the blueprint. The blueprint wasn't really complicated. It was kind of something like, maybe it was a 2x4. And shapes would come in, and there was going to be cutters. So like a set of cutters, would bring them in, and then a second set third set, and a fourth set. And so basically these would bring in the shapes. And this is basically going to cut them in half. So let me actually get rid of this, and I will take this over here, and we can put in a set of 3 shape binders. So that would be basically cutting things in half and keeping both halves. So then I would need to do that again and again, and leave myself some room for all my shape swapping shenanigans. So basically I would have like my east half going one way, separate way. We have a bunch of belt jumpers. So then these guys come in. They're each going to get a 90 rotate. Oops, not that. Let's do that here. Basically something like this. I know I need that shape. I don't think I do. And so then it cuts these into their respective. And then I just rotate everything back to quadrant 1 basically. hard to tell with this because it's with the east half. This is going to be the east half. Oh, and I'm sending it over there. So realistically, I should be sending the east half this way. Let's see, why is it? Well, I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna end it here, guys, and I'll figure this out. I'll get it working, and then I'll show you the blueprint, and then we'll put it into play, especially right here where these shapes are kind of a limited quantity function, and so me being able to get 4/4 out of each of these instead of 1/4 is going to quadruple my output down the line, and that's going to make it so that I need to space things out and use up more area and upgrade all of the capacity of things. So I'm gonna let my brain think about that while I cook and eat and relax a little bit. But I appreciate you stopping by and visiting. We will continue this. I hope that you have a great day or evening wherever you are, and many blessings to you. Adios.